10:53 a.m. I was framing up a front of my little 8x8, making some railings around the front, and I took the big framing gun and I put a big 3 3¼ inch spike, Ardoch spike, right up into the 2x4, and I went to do the other one, and it did it, and it double did it. I went bang bang, and my hand was there, and it shot right through my finger, right dead center of the bone, stuck right through. And I called a couple of my brothers. One couldn't go, he was too busy working on the machine. I didn't want to bother him too much anyway. The other brother was working up at his place, and I didn't really want to bother him. So I told myself I'm going to jump in the old big dually. And I tried to pull it out. It wouldn't pull out. Probably a good thing I never. So I drove down with my hand up in the air next to the air conditioner to keep it cool. And I drove 45 minutes away. It's about an hour away, to 45 minutes to an hour away, down in Yarmouth. But I was going a little fast, put my hazards on. You know, I was going pretty fast. Then I didn't know if I was going to pass out or whatever. I didn't really feel too bad, but I could have been in shock. You don't know. So I just kept cruising down. I finally got to the end of the road, and I turned right to get toward the hospital. So I got up in there, walked in, did my stuff, you know, and they got me right in to give a blood pressure check. There's a doctor on call and another doctor from a different country, East India, I think. He was on training. Nice guy. Anyway, they seen it and they went, ooh. So they got right to it, and they give me 4 or 5 injections, needle injections, up and around that finger and all. Then they took a pair of pliers, and they opened the pair of pliers and set it down on my finger. Took another pair of pliers. It's a rest onto it, like a fulcrum type thing. And he said, "How does that feel?" And I started saying, "Look there, that don't hurt. This here doesn't hurt." And I said, he said, "Does this hurt?" And he went to touch it, and he pulled that big long spike right out of my finger. Oh! But I already was injected pretty good, so it didn't hurt as much as I anticipated. But I'm all numbed up in here, and I took a big horse pill, bought some horse pills to combat the pain. More likely I'll have a lot tonight. And they took my finger and they did an X-ray on me, and my bone is shattered where that explosion of that Ardoch spike went in there, kind of blew it apart. So they want to make sure to give me a needle too for special name for it when you get step on a spike and stuff. Anyway, it's a needle. Yeah, it come to me after. Anyway, so they give me that needle. They put me on intravenous. They hung a couple bottles up there to give me some medication in through the intravenous, and gave me my salt and water. What else? So I come out of the X-ray, and the doctors checked me out. They said, "Yeah, we're going to put you on a splint, and we're going to put you in a cast. Can't have nothing there moving at all. It's got to." Basically, it's got to grow back. It's got to be firm. Can't move it. I can see that point. Must be bad. Huh. Never had a cast on. I don't even know if I had one in my life. I can't remember. So I guess I'm doing pretty good. Tetanus shot, that's what it is, a tetanus shot. That needle there. Anyway, so I got an appointment to Halifax Infirmary 2 days from now, or 3 days from now. I got to go up there to plastic surgery. I said, plastic surgery? I said, what's that? He goes, well, he said, if your finger don't work out, he said, you might be able to use it somewhere else. I laughed. I said, yeah, on my face. Yeah, probably, yeah. They made a joke out of it, right? It's fun. It's fun to have a lot of fun. Laughs. So, I'm still in a happy mood. It ain't going to get no East Coast down, guys. But yeah, I'm in a cast first time. I don't think I was in a cast before that I know of. I can't remember. And I wouldn't remember. I had a lot of power saw cuts, chainsaw cuts, which didn't require a cast. I never hit it, knock on wood, never had any breaks or anything until today. And that was with a high-powered nailer. Very dangerous they are. So I'm going to look into finding some gloves. Basically like, I don't know, Gore-Tex or something, like a bulletproof glove or something that you stab resistant, you can't. I'm thinking they might work. They might not. I don't know. Would just keep my doggone hand away from it, but it was away from it. I did my due diligence. It's not like my first rodeo. It just it double banged. It would bang, make that noise like one shot going after another, but it sounded like one shot, and you can't move. You can't do nothing. It happens. Now, I imagine a lot of people, that happened to them and they got away with it. And I was one of them. That happened to me before a few times and I got away with it. This time it didn't. It went right through the center of my bone. So it did some damage, sort of. Enough that they want me up to the infirmary. I guess in toll wasn't too bad though. From driving all the way down and waiting and getting worked on in the surgery area, roughly 3 hours, 3.5 hours, something like that. Seems so to me. So I took a big horse pill. I can feel the pain coming already. They said don't take them pills unless you have some food in your guts. I imagine they're very strong. I got some peaches from Ontario, bought them. I got some apples from Nova Scotia, and I've never had an apple for over 6 months. I bought some beefsteak. Good price. Yeah, I think it is anyway. So it looks like all East Coast is just going to be, I don't know. I got one arm. I don't know. You know, when you lose something, like if you lose movement or or the ability to use your limbs or whatever, you're used to it or whatever it is. It's a big difference, isn't it? You're used to using your hands all the time or whatever it is. When you don't have it no more, no use of it, it's quite a thing. Anyway, things will be a little bit tight here for me for a little bit. I try to get that building done so I can raise some money, but it don't look like that's going to happen now. But all I can say, must be meant to be. It wouldn't have happened. So I'll try to work with one arm, but I don't want to touch nothing with this one. That's why you got me in a cast, so I can't move it at all. Anyway, just a short video letting you fellas know what went on today. God bless you guys. If anybody's hurt on the station, and we'll pray that you'll get better. And thanks for all my new subscribers and my older subscribers. And we'll go from there. So smile.